Hey everyone, how's it going? It's your boy Kaioshin, and today we're going to talk about Enuma Elish, the Sword of Rupture. This is a noble phantasm that belongs to Gilgamesh, the king of heroes, and it's one of the most powerful weapons in Fate/Grand Order. So, what is Enuma Elish? Well, it's actually a creation myth from Mesopotamia that tells the story of how the world was formed. In the myth, the god Marduk defeats the dragon Tiamat with his sword, Ea. It is said that this sword has the power to split the sky and the earth, and it is this power that Gilgamesh uses when he activates Enuma Elish. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, that sounds like a really powerful noble phantasm. And you're right, it is. But that's what makes it so fun to talk about. I mean, come on, a sword that can split the sky and the earth? That's pretty cool. So, without further ado, let's talk about the history and bibliography of Enuma Elish. History and bibliography. History. Enuma Elish is a creation myth from Mesopotamia that tells the story of how the world was formed. The myth is written on 7 tablets and was first recorded in the 18th century BCE. It is believed that the myth was based on earlier oral traditions and is one of the most important sources of information about Mesopotamian mythology. Enuma Elish begins with the story of the gods Anu, Enlil, and Ea. Anu is the god of the sky, Enlil is the god of the air, and Ea is the god of water. The 3 gods live in peace and harmony, but one day a conflict arises between Anu and Enlil. Enlil wants to create a new world, but Anu doesn't want him to. The conflict between Anu and Enlil leads to a war, and in the end, Enlil emerges victorious. After Enlil wins the war, he creates a new world. He creates the sky, the earth, and the sea. He also creates the sun, the moon, and the stars. He then creates the first humans and gives them the task of caring for the world. Enuma Elish is a complex and fascinating myth, and it has been interpreted in many different ways. Some scholars believe that the myth is a metaphor for the creation of the universe, while others believe it is a story about the conflict between good and evil. Whatever the interpretation, Enuma Elish is a powerful and enduring myth that has had a profound impact on Mesopotamian culture. Bibliography. There are many different translations of Enuma Elish, but one of the most popular is the translation by Andrew R. George. George's translation is available in several different editions, including the following. The Epic of Gilgamesh, a new translation, with a study of the ancient Near Eastern background. Edited by Andrew R. George. Oxford University Press, 2003. The Babylonian Epic of Creation, Enuma Elish. Edited by Andrew R. George. Routledge, 2017. In addition to translations of Enuma Elish, there are also a number of books and articles that discuss the myth. Some of the most useful sources include the following. Enuma Elish, the Babylonian Creation Epic. Edited by James B. Pritchard. Princeton University Press, 1950. The Context of Scripture, Canonical Compositions from the Biblical World. Edited by William W. Hello and K. Lawson Younger. Brill, 1998. Myths of Enki, the Crafty God, the Enuma Elish and Related Texts. Edited by Mark E. Cohen, David I. Owen, and Sarah C. Melville. Johns Hopkins University Press, 1993. Powers and Abilities. Powers. Enuma Elish is a very powerful noble phantasm and has various different effects. Firstly, it can create a massive vortex of energy that can destroy anything in its path. Secondly, it can split the target in 2, effectively destroying them. Thirdly, it can nullify the target's noble phantasms, making it even more powerful. The energy vortex created by Enuma Elish is so powerful that it can even destroy gods. In the myth, the god Marduk uses Enuma Elish to defeat the dragon Tiamat. Tiamat is a powerful god, but she is no match for the power of Enuma Elish. The energy vortex created by Enuma Elish splits Tiamat in 2, and she is completely destroyed. The ability to split a target in 2 is also a very powerful effect. This effect can be used to defeat even the most powerful enemies. In the game Fate/Grand Order, Gilgamesh used Enuma Elish to defeat several powerful enemies, including Berserker and Tiamat. The ability to nullify the target's noble phantasms is another very powerful effect. This effect can be used to turn the tide of a battle. In the game Fate/Grand Order, Gilgamesh used Enuma Elish to negate the noble phantasms of various enemies, including Berserker and Tiamat. Abilities. In addition to its powerful effects, Enuma Elish also has several different abilities. Firstly, it can be used for long-range attacks. This makes it a very versatile noble phantasm, as it can be used to attack enemies who are far away. Secondly, it can be used for defense against attacks. This makes it a very powerful noble phantasm, as it can be used to protect the user from harm. Thirdly, it can be used to create a barrier. This barrier can be used to shield the user from attacks or to trap enemies. The ability to launch long-range attacks is very useful in battle. This ability allows the user to attack enemies without putting themselves in danger. The ability to defend against attacks is also very useful in battle. This ability allows the user to protect themselves from harm, even if they are outnumbered or at a disadvantage. The ability to create a barrier is also very useful in battle. This ability can be used to shield the user from attacks or to trap enemies. Conclusion. So, that's a summary of Enuma Elish. It's a powerful noble phantasm with a rich history and mythology. Whether you're a fan of Fate/Grand Order or just enjoy powerful weapons, it's definitely worth checking out. And if you're still not convinced, remember this: Enuma Elish is so powerful that it can even split the universe in half. So, if you're feeling down, just remember that there's always someone out there who is more powerful than you. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Either way, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and until next time.
If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be here until next time.